Have you ever been in the midst of going through something really hard and it feels like all of the emotions you could ever feel come out at once, all at once, all together, and you can't control them and you don't know what to do with them? And in those times when I think about how do I move through this? How do I get over this? And one of the things I've learned is in those moments, one of the best and most powerful things I can do is to just breathe. That's it. That's all. It sounds simple, but I promise you, all you have to do is just breathe and just allow whatever emotions are coming up to come up. And the hardest part of that is just sitting with them, sitting with those emotions. There's nothing that you need to do. You don't need to suppress them. You don't need to push them down. You don't need to keep yourself busy. You just need to sit and breathe. So I want to invite you to a little bit of a practice. And the best way to resource yourself and prepare yourself to be in those moments and just breathe is to practice. So I want to invite you to find a comfortable position, and that might be sitting down, lying down, standing up, walking, whatever feels comfortable for you in this moment. And just start to ground. And when I say ground, it really is paying attention to your body connecting with the earth, right? And so if you're sitting, that might mean planting the four corners of your feet into the ground, not forcing, just gently allowing them to lie on top of the ground. Grounding may also look like taking your hand and putting it over your heart, over your belly, or in your lap, palms facing down or up. And just start to find some stillness in your body. Settling in and just starting to find some stillness. And start to notice where you feel your breath in your body. Pay attention to where you feel your body expand and contract as you breathe. You don't have to change the way you're breathing. You're just noticing where you feel your breath in your body. And if you are comfortable, you can close your eyes or maybe lower your gaze on something in front of you. And just continuing to keep your attention inward. Leveraging your breath as your anchor. And when I mean anchor, you're just simply paying attention, noticing the breath in your body. The simple act of noticing our breath is a form of gratitude, right? If you're breathing, you're alive. And see if you can just start to follow the natural rhythm of your breath. Don't change it. Just follow it. Follow how it ebbs and flows. Follow how your body expands and contracts as you breathe. And as you settle into this stillness, as you follow your breath, just notice what thoughts come up for you. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. Just notice what's on your mind. You don't have to dig into it, interrogate it. Just notice your thoughts. And then just notice them come and go. One thing the practice of just noticing your thoughts do is remind us that they're not permanent, right? They come and go. They change minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day. They're temporary. Now, I want you to think about a recent time where you had to go through something tough, something challenging, and where some challenging emotions arose. Maybe you were angry, sad, depressed, afraid, frustrated. Think about a time where you felt some of those emotions. Knowing that all emotions are real and relevant because we're human. There's no such thing as a bad emotion, right? There's such thing as a challenging emotion. And as you recall that experience, just allow whatever emotions associate with that experiences, just be. If they start to come back up again, if you're feeling a little bit of discomfort, still feeling safe, but a little bit of discomfort, just even recalling them, just allow it. Just sit with it. Know that you're safe in this moment. And go back to your breath. Go back to following the ebb and flow and the rhythm of your breath. Maybe you even start to notice how when you inhale, you take in breath and air through your nose. And when you exhale, it comes back out through your nose. Anchor in your breath. And know that the only way out of those challenging emotions is through them, right? Sitting with them and really leveraging your breath to breathe through them. And as you breathe and sit in this moment of recalling those challenging emotions, notice where in your body you feel resistance. Where do you feel tension or tightness? Sitting with our emotions is something new, and so you might find some discomfort, and sometimes that discomfort manifests in our body. So that could feel like your chest tightening. Maybe your breath has gotten a little bit shallow. Maybe you stop breathing, right? Maybe you feel butterflies in your belly, or your stomach has tightened, or your hips have tightened. We don't just carry emotions in our head. We also carry them in our heart. And most importantly, we carry them in our body. So as you think about the challenging experience and the emotions associated with it, just see if you can notice what sensations are coming up and where you feel them. And once you've identified the spot or spots in your body, try to breathe into those spaces. So if you feel it in your chest as you take a deep breath in, really allow your chest to expand and contract when you exhale, right? Breathing into your chest to see if you can release some of the tension and tightness. If you feel the sensation in your belly, same thing. As you inhale, maybe you expand your belly. And as you exhale, you soften it, right? Identify the places in your body where you feel that tension. Maybe that requires some movement. If you feel it in your neck or your shoulders, maybe you roll your shoulders up and back and around, right? If it's your neck, maybe you roll your neck in circles, slowly and intentionally. We can't just release emotions from our head and our heart because we carry them in our bodies, right? Like I said. And so you have to also release them from your body. And so when you're feeling stressed and you're going through an emotional overload, or you feel yourself resisting allowing the emotions to come up, there are two things you can do. Sit and breathe, right? Following the natural rhythm of your breath. And then move. That could be stretching, dancing, running, walking. Move your body to release the tension, release the challenging emotions. And then once you're done, sit again and either journal or just reflect on, where do you feel more freedom in your body? Do you feel like you've moved those emotions through your head, heart, and body? What feels different? What has shifted? Your body will remember that feeling. And so what will happen is, with practice, when you get into stressful situations, or you get into positions where you're either having an emotional overload or a resistance to feeling the emotion, your body will remember what to do. And it'll help you move through that a little better, a little faster. Now I want to invite you to take a deep breath in through your nose, filling your belly up with air, and letting it all go through your mouth. Again, take a deep breath in through your nose. Releasing through your mouth. And then just start to find some movement in your body. Maybe you twinkle your toes and your fingers. Maybe you sway from side to side. Bringing your attention back into the room. Maybe you notice the sounds, the smells around you. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. I hope this practice and this meditation has left you with some tools to use, right? One of the reasons why I started meditating and learning about meditation and guiding folks through meditation is that I realized that as an adult, I didn't have the tools to navigate stress, to navigate my emotions, right? And one of the most powerful things we can do related to self-care is to resource ourselves. And so meditation for me is a form of resourcing. And therefore, it's my gift to you. So I hope this meditation has fortified you. And if no one has told you today, you are loved.